Libra, good morning. How are you? Debra, Dan, Danielle, Danny Glover, Life Path 7, Cancerian. You could be dealing with cancer, or you could be a Life Path 7 or Cancerian yourself. Can't take this anymore. I'm done. I'm putchy. I've had enough. I'm fed up. How are you, Libra? So something's going on with Ron or Ronald McDonald. Some of you is to do around burgers or food. Some of you could be on a diet. Some of you could be on a minge diet or a carnivore or a I don't know, some sort of like dieting, maybe, whether you're doing well or whether you're not doing well. I'm also in Be Wells. Well, Be Well here, you can also buy very cheap foods that is a little bit like Slimming World. So you could be like me, you're on a Slimming World diet. I've actually lost nearly a stone on the Slimming World diet in about 2 weeks. I bought myself a crock pot, Libra. So this could be up in your reading. Well, I do have Libra in my chart, so it could be. But I'm going to go with the channel messages anyway. Some of you could really be dieting, could be doing like a Life Path 9 or a Cancerian, concerned about food, consumption of what you're having or what you're not having. But Be Wells is a cheap version of Slimming World foods. So you could be like slimming down or slim or shady, Eminem, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, Slim, Sarah, Steve, Sarah, Sassy, Casano, Casino, C-Note, C-Moon, Paul McCartney, C-Moon. So I might be seeing a moon. That would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or a Life Path 9 Virgo. I think you could have come up in the Virgo reading, Libra. Okay, so you'll have to watch that one. So how you doing? So you'll be able to see up here. I have to look over here because there's a screen, because I have to look here to look at you, but there's a note here, shows you what we're going to go through. So on this one, we're going to look at where you are now, challenges, and then also we're going to start to look at the what is triggering you of number 9. This way, here, number 9, what is triggering you? So we're going to look at where you are now, challenges, and then what is triggering you. All right, so let's have a look. Libra. So what is going on with Libra now? What is going on with Libra now? Please show me where Libra is now, what is going on with them. So 3 of Swords in the upright. Sorry, I've got the whole deck in reverse. So this just came out for Life Path 9 or Virgos. Piscean energy, Life Path 3 maybe, but like upset, turned upside down, don't know what to do, don't know what to say, can't say this. If I say that, it's wrong. If I say this, it's wrong. Now, if you've got children or parents or anybody that has the reading that I just did of Virgo or Life Path 9 in your energy, then just watch that reading, okay? But this is, I can't say yes, I can't say no, okay? I can't seem to do this right, I can't seem to do that right. You're always picking fault, you're always picking at me, you're always telling me what I should and shouldn't do, you're telling me who I should see or who I shouldn't see, or Lucy or Laura or a Lucifer or a Capricorn. You're telling me that I'm hearing that you can't see your dad or you can't see your mum. But that did come up in the other reading, but that is what I'm hearing for you. So for a lot of you, there could be a hearing. This would also be court case 3, 3 of Pentacles mainly, but this is a 3 of Swords. But I'm definitely hearing, like, for a lot of you, like, there's a go in between here, which means like social services for children, having to go backwards and forwards. You go to them, then they come to me, and then to me, to you, Dick and Dom. But like to me, to you, to you, to me, to you, to me, to you, to you. Now you're either in a third party physical or metaphysical argument with someone, or this is just to do with an ex what involves children. You, your ex, the children, right in the middle of it, okay? So it's kind of like, it's stressful. You're always telling me what to do. I don't want to do this, you're supposed to do that. Why do you always focus on all the things that I can't do instead of focusing on the things that I can do? Now this is to do with a relationship. Then this is where it's a bit like the Spanish Inquisition, Libra. You're always telling me what I can do, I can't do, and you're always focusing on all of the negative things in my life instead of focusing on everything that I have going about me that's good. Why do you, when the going gets good and the tough get going, Billy, Ocean, or Ocean's 11, Libra, okay, but like across the ocean, but like when it's good, why does this happen every 3 days? Every 3rd day of Christmas does my true love say to me, fuck off, and you're like, what? You're not making any sense. No. Yes, well, yeah, well, and you're like, man, will you stop with the nonsense, poppycock nonsense, bollocks, childish shit? Like, what is wrong with you now? Well, there's something wrong. You're like, oh God, here we go again, man. Why does this keep happening on the 3rd day of Christmas, even though it ain't Christmas, Dave? Why does it keep happening? I always talk to you, I try to talk to you, and when I do, there's something wrong. What's wrong now, Felicia? Oh, well, I'm on my period. Oh, you're on your period now. Okay, so what now? Oh, well, so, oh, Jesus Christ, what now? Right. That hell brown cow, Kelly, Keely, Casey. Keely, right? Where have you been all my life? You haven't been on here for ages. How you doing, mate? But like this, like, you know, caught in a trap, like Cockfrost, but like caught in a trap. I don't know what's going on. Like, you know, I can't seem to say anything right that you agree with. You always disagree. Everything I say, you disagree. Can you go and do some shopping? No. I need you to do. No. But, okay, cold water is hot. No, it ain't. Fucking is. No, it isn't. Okay, hot potatoes are cold. No, yes, they. No, what? That doesn't make any sense. No, you're not. Okay. So why do you keep focusing on everything that I can't do? Right? It's just like communication's just like whack. Jack, Jackie, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, Jackson. Okay. Something going on around put you in a family up in here. Like family. Let's see. Or CC, you right, CC? What do you do? Oh, there you go. Family, Libra. Family. God, people, bruv. People. What do you do with them? Flush it. I'm flush. Well, I'm not. Okay, so it might be a not flush. So it might have something to do around, well, in Britain, when we say that you're flush, okay, it means that someone's got some money, do you know what I mean? When you say that you're not flush, it's basically cack-livered, bruv. I'm absolutely cack-livered. I ain't got a pot to piss in. So some of you might be skin. That's really going to confuse you American lot. Stony. I'm absolutely stony broke, bruv. I'm skin. Got no money, right? So it might be to do with money. Now, this could be to do with family, and it could be to do with an ex-husband or a wife that you may or may not be seeing, and they don't support you physically, mentally, or emotionally. You get caught up in, or Lee, or Laura, or Lucy, or anybody, or Lucifer, okay, which would be a Capricorn, or / Gemini, life path 6. Okay, I do read in numerology. But, like, you know, I'm caught in a trap of this goddamn thing with my family. My children get involved. My ex-husband is never really around. They want to go off to see their ex. They want to go off to see the wizard. And I don't want them to because they ain't got a heart. Okay? So, unless there's a third-party relationship and you're caught in a trap between someone that's in a relationship and someone that isn't in a relationship. Okay? Meaning metaphysical, physical. Okay? Physical signs of relationship, metaphysical signs of relationship. Physical signs of an upset in the dynamic between you and a partner, or you and a parent, or you as a parent. Okay? Let's see. Oh, Jesus. I mean, what do you know? Well, I'm only going to take that one card because there's like 5 that fell out. But I was saying about kids in America. Kim Wilde. Right, you're right, Kim. But this is also Page of Cups. So it's childish. Extremely childish behaviour between adults. Trust me when I tell you, bruv, that adults act more like children than kids do. Okay? But, like, this is a stupid way of communicating. Why? Because it's text messaging. It's where someone wants to text message arguments. You get into these sort of things over text messages. I mean, is it your children or is it yourself? Okay, but this is kind of like, you hurt my feelings via a text message. What? Why text? Why not speak? Okay, so some of you, this might be your children that are going through this. Like, if you've got kids and they're going through like a really shit time and blah, 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 then where you are now is where they are, is dealing with them. Okay, dealing with your kids, dealing with them being upset, blah, blah, blah. Now, if this isn't to do with your children and this is actually to do with you, then this is just like very childish communication. People that just can't seem to get along. Everything happens on the 3rd day. Every 3rd day. It sounds like my life. So if you're, say, like me, for instance, right, you are a life path 7, right? You're a life path 7, and you are indicative with a life path 5, okay? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 makes a Pisces, but 12 makes Pisces. 3. Okay, why do we keep arguing every fucking 3 days? It's your karmic energy. 3 is a karmic energy. It's a cycle of the same shit. Going over the same day, over the same thing, caught in hell. Learning lessons, spiritually, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Every 3rd day do I have to keep dropping the kids off. Every 3rd day do I have an argument with my children. Every 3rd day do I have an argument with my parent. Or, my relationship partner. Lo and behold, Manda. Okay, or I'm constantly going through this crap. All the time, right? Because of childish communication, okay, verbally, okay, Lee or Laura or anybody's got L in their name, okay. So that's where you are now, is upset, okay, more than likely arguing, thinking about the frustration of it all. I mean, masculines, as far as I mean, me, I don't get hurt. I get fucking annoyed at women. Sorry, I do that when you're like, oh, you shut the fuck up. Will you keep moaning and complaining? What's wrong now? God damn it. Oh, mummy hormones. What? Shut up. Sorry, Libra, but I am a geezer, right? So, like, you know, men, I don't date men or see men because I'm like, you know, women, right? So for me as a guy, bruv, it's a fucking headache, bruv. It's like you could give a fucking painkiller an headache. Jesus Christ. But, like, you know, it's like this, man, why do you shut up? Like, why do you keep, like, banging on all the time? Keep going on about this and fucking on about that. Like, what's wrong with you? Sorry. I have to give it from a male's perspective, right? Because I don't know what geezers are like. As far as I know, me mates that I hang about with, they're as cool as a cucumber. But, like, when you talk to them, they're like, you're right, Dave. And they're like, oh, God, she's fucking doing my nut right in, sweetheart. Like, what's wrong with her? I can't work women out. Don't ever try. Like, yeah. So, I'm a geezer, right? You're watching someone that's a bloke that's doing tarot cards, right? So, I think women are crazy. But that's my belief, right? So, I'm only kidding, Libra. I think you girls are lovely. So let's see. Challenges. What's going on with Libra? And the challenges, please. What are they going to be challenged with? For the next 48 hours, what is Libra going to be challenged with? Mentally challenged. They're in ADHD or bipolar or mentally challenged. Well, I ain't going to go over it again, or do I have to, man? People with ADHD, right, it's not the same in a relationship with them. You'll find them very confusing, right? But if you have other people that have mental health and you're going to be in a ball of shit. But at the moment, challenges is, well, it's because I've also put do or don't, right? So this isn't really a challenge. It's about just being happy. It's about going with the flow. But the challenge is, can the other person that you're connected with just go with the flow of life and concentrate on how happy you are together instead of how negative this is when you're arguing and when you're not getting on? Can one of you? Because if one of you can be happy, the challenge is, can the other one be satisfied? You see, this is why this might have come up in 9. 9 is purgatory, okay? So Virgo means that there's always one thing that is missing, or that if it's a low vibrational energy of 9 or Virgo, then there's one thing that I'm going to moan at that you don't do right, because it isn't a 10. This is a 10, going from around Piscean. Okay, this is also a Piscean energy. Right? But, like, you know, there's the one thing that you always don't do right that I'm going to focus on instead of focusing on the good things that you have about you. I'm going to focus on the one thing that you don't do. And then now and again, when I go to, like, a 9 of Pentacles, I'll focus on, oh, I'm happy again now. And you're like, oh, Jesus. It's like Jekyll and goddamn Hyde, right? So the challenge is, someone's happy. Can the other person be? Okay. Now, if you're like, no, because I'm in a third party, well, then don't be in third parties. Don't cheat on people. Don't be with people that cheat with other people. Okay. Let's see. So, what are the challenges for Libra? Challenges for the next 48 hours for Libra. So, 8 of Wands is communicating. Yay, our favourite word. Does that mean text messaging? No. So where are you now? Not text messaging the person, refusing to send a message. But what does this mean, challenge? I'll talk to you like an adult, and I'll talk to you verbally, and I will also talk to you face-to-face via FaceTime or actually face-to-face communication. But other than that, I don't care. But I'm willing to do that if you are, challenge. Are you or are you not? Not. Pisces, got to be dealing with a 3. Okay, where are we now? I'm forgetting my gizmos. So here, okay. Oh, we're swapping around. So, like, you know, do you want to talk or don't you want to talk? Are you happy with me or not? Because people don't change. A pig never changes its spots. Right? But a leopard never changes its spots whatsoever. Neither do people. So when you go through relationships, Libra, okay, or anybody out there, cross-watchers alike, it's like a child, or it's like, okay, I want you to walk on that tightrope. Okay, go on, and they get on it and they fell and they're dead, right? So it's like, well, what do you need to do? Practice. Practice makes perfect in a relationship. I need to get to know you. Some people take a fucking long time to actually come around to think, oh, that's what you're actually like. You don't never seem to change. No, I've been telling you that for ages. Yeah, when you tell me, I don't listen. Okay, so learn then. I ain't going to change my ways. I am who I am. You either like it or you don't, but I'm still going to be me. If you're going to argue, don't want to know. If you're going to be in a third party, don't want to know. If you're going to disagree, don't want to know. But can you be happy knowing that who I am is who I am? Now, this could be, for a lot of you, a new person. In where you are now is sick to death of this, and you get out of this, and then this becomes a new person. Sorry if I just hit the microphone there. Okay, Mike, I'm hearing Michael. Okay. Hopefully that's not my main mic. My it might be Marmite. Actually, I made Marmite Slimming World pasta the other day. It wasn't very nice. Unless you're on my Facebook, and then you pretty much can see that I've been making like stews and all sorts of stuff, right, with a crock pot. Steve's Meatball Madness. Slimming World sausages in a crock pot, cooked all day long for about 6 hours, with loads of vegetables and everything else in there, chili, salt, like loads of vegetables and stuff, and then Slimming World sausages, bruv. God, yeah. Why did I? Well, the first time I ever lost weight was when I was on Slimming World. That's when I lost all my weight, when I was on Slimming World. Okay, so after all these years, I thought, you know what? Why not go back to the diet that actually helped me in the first place, that worked? Right. Trust me, I have a whole pot of that every night. Every night do I eat a whole pot of Halo Top, every single night, and I've lost nearly a stone. Right. How can you not want a whole pot of ice cream when you're on a diet, thinking, fuck, I can actually lose weight on this shit? So let's see. Challenges. Libra, what are they going to be challenged with for the next 48? The moon, there you go. Life path 9, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, so challenge is, are you going to look at me in the eye? One eye. I have got a problem with my eye, Libra. I've got allergies, I think. Don't know. It's dodgy as fuck, Dave. But this here is, I can't see what you're saying. I can't understand what you're saying, right? I need to be able to see you to be able to know what you're doing. But again, a lot of you are stalking the shit out of your children. I can't see what you're doing when you're over there. Okay, I don't know where you are. I need to know where you are all of the time. Okay, fog on the Tyne, Gascoigne, someone from Manchester or Leeds or Lee. But like, you know, I need you to open up a little bit more and be a bit more feminine. I'm a masculine. Okay, don't always open up to my feelings. Okay, so challenges are you okay being a single mum? Okay, if you're a single mum, are you okay with that? If you are, brilliant. You don't seem to have any challenges, Libra. If you're a single mother, okay, mother, son, father. Mother here, father is somewhere gone, somewhere up in here, wherever that is. Probably in the other reading where the moon came up, which was what I did before Libra, Virgo. Here. So mother, life path 9. Father, nowhere to be seen. Okay, here. So your challenge is, are you okay being with a single mum, just going through this with an ex? If this is a partner, are you okay with text messaging? No, I want to talk. Do you? Well, we'll have to see then, won't we? Right. So, triggers. Now, this is the one that I've just added to this little description up here, and I've took out fears and stuff, okay, and I've put in now what triggers you. So what is it that triggers Libra? What is it that triggers Libra about this scenario? Who or what? A Scorpio or a life path 4 or an Aries possible? 7 of Swords, Cancer, life path 7, and a 3. 3 and 3. What triggers you? The fact that there's a third party. that there's a go-in between. Okay, someone that keeps coming and going in and out of your life. Now, like I said, if this is an ex to do with children, they're always going to be in and out of your life, constantly, all the time. Doesn't always mean that there's love life, but it does mean someone that keeps coming back, ending things, going back here, uniting with someone. Wow, that's really good. The relationship's going well for 3 days. What do you fucking know, Dave? Isn't that great? Yeah? Until it goes shit again and it ends and then you leave. This is the trigger, okay, the trigger, okay. So why is this triggering, and the advice of what not to do and what to do? Okay, so when you have someone that has a few messages now, ADHD, it's difficult to get them to pay attention. Okay, so when you get an attention seeker that can be a 5 that isn't present, so like Taurus, Sagittarius, or Life Path 5, okay, when you get one of those placements, that can represent different things. But at the moment, we're going to stick with the trigger is the fact that you always walk out and you always leave me when this happens every 3 days. Do we argue and then do we get back together and then you're all right, like Jekyll and Hyde? Multiple personality disorder, also bipolar, maybe ADHD, not paying attention to me. If you get another person that is an attention seeker, like a child, always seeking attention and approval and where you're going and where you're not, an obsessed lover that always seeks for attention in stupid ways of being a child, because it can either be a child or an adult. If they're always seeking for attention from someone that has attention deficit, the attention seeker throws a spat and gets 3 of Swords, right? Because someone's not attending to their emotional, childish ways. Right? So I'm being brutally honest. You either fucking like the truth, Libra. You should do, because you're a Libra. Trust me, I have it twice, so I know about the truth. That's the only thing I can fucking talk about when it's here, Dave. I ain't gonna lie. Right? So, here, you act childish. Why do you always do that? Okay, because when you do, you put yourself in timeout, and then we have like, right, I'm out, bruv, I'm out, right? So, you always seem to leave me and abandon me when I have abandonment issues. So someone that has abandonment issues, of say like 5, right? They'll cause an argument and they'll start it off and they'll keep it going until you get frustrated enough to fuck off, right? Now, if any of you have been to the point where you're like, right, I'm out, I'm done, I'm finished, I'm leaving you, and I am abandoning you, the person with abandonment issues isn't learning when you also then go back to them in the end, and then so on and so forth, right? Oh, okay, I'm going to split up with you for 2 or 3 months, and then I'm going to be brought back to you somehow via spirit, and we're going to reconcile, and we're going to get back together, and then we're going to go through the same shit again. Why are you not learning that, if that has been your pattern of a trigger that's triggered this person off? Because you've left. They or you, right? So we're going to look at the energy of a trigger of why does this person get triggered? Because the other person abandons ship when the person has abandonment issues. Person with abandonment issues abandons the energy, causes self-sabotage, sabotages a relationship by an argument. The argument causes someone to get frustrated and pissed off, doesn't want to stay around long enough to leave, possibly gets blames that you've got ADD, that you're not paying attention to me. But listen, Felicia, you have attention deficit disorder. You have attention seeking disorder. I'm only seeking attention because you're my boyfriend, or got so fucking what? Okay, it doesn't mean that you can control me. Okay, what I'm doing, where I'm going, when I'm coming home, when I'm not coming home, what time are you going out? I don't know. I don't go by time. I just go by fucking spontaneism. I'm spontaneous. If I want to go out, I will. When? Whenever I make up my own fucking mind, Felicia, is when I want to go out. So I can't tell you a plan because I don't have one, because I'm just very spontaneous. Right? I come and I go, okay, whenever I want. Yeah, but I go off like I need plans. So what? Fucking Eminem, you know. But like, you know, what's his name? Thingy Plan, right? But like, or Stan, my greatest fan. So the trigger is, don't leave. The trigger is, you could only learn by your mistakes of doing the opposite, right? Which is psychology. When you know psychology, which I did go for a degree in, when you know psychology and you know people really well, okay, what you learn is, okay, so I'm not actually going to leave. I'm going to actually stay around and torment you because you're trying to get me to leave, but I'm actually not going to. I'm not going to budge out the way because I don't change. Yeah, but that's what triggers me, is the fact that you don't, that you keep leaving me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is reverse it on you and not leave. This is the trigger, by the way. Okay, it's also the advice of what not to do that's creating the trigger, right? So the mirror and the trigger is that someone gets fucking worried and scared that the person's either one, going to die, or two, they're not going to be here anymore, or three, the fact that it's going to end and that it's, you know, you're going to finish with me and you're going to dump me and you're going to go off and everything else, right? And that you're just going to fuck off to the other person. Well, if there's a third party, y'all can't stop them from keep going back to Doris over here, okay? Because that's going to be completely different advice, okay? Well, take it how you like it, right? But, like, the trigger is that you walk out on me and abandon me every time do I start an argument and get very confusing with the two, that I focus that much on things that are negative that you don't want to stay around long enough in order to listen to me fucking complain. No, I don't. Of course I don't. Who in their right mind would? Yeah, well, you have ADD. That does not fucking mean that I'm going to stay around listening to you bitching and moaning. That doesn't mean that I'm going to stay around while you stick your dick in Doris. No, I need a 7 of Wands that is a boundary to say, this is over, right? If it was a reading, but this is a trigger. So if there isn't a third party, what you don't want to do is actually leave this person, because they need to learn multiple different fucking times how to grow up, what a relationship really is. Are you going to stay around to commit into a relationship, or are you going to jump ship at the nearest argument, and are you just going to fuck off? No. Because if your answer's been, yes, I am, your answer that you may have missed is actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going anywhere, because that's your trigger. Your trigger is when you leave and you end things and you walk out and you don't listen. That's what makes me worse. Are you prepared to shift your ego out the way and actually not walk out and actually stand around and listen? Now, if you can act like an adult, but I'm not going to listen to you because you're not going to control me to fucking listen, but you've got your right to be who you want and say your bit, but I'm still going to be me. But what I'm not going to do is abandon you. I'm not going to leave you. I'm not going to leave the relationship. Because if I do, you're not going to learn anything about abandonment issues. Because abandonment, you have to keep doing it. It's like a tightrope. You're not going to do it once the first time. Some people take fucking multiple different times to keep doing something before they actually learn it. Everybody. Muscle memory, keyboards, guitars, playing music, singing, fucking dancing. Like relationships, they're the same. To get to know a partner can take fucking years to realize that they don't change their way. This can also be metaphysical, and children, that they don't change their way. They are who they are. Okay. So getting to know that person, you have to stay around long enough in order to know them, to let them get to know you. That I've been dating you now for 6 or 7 years and you haven't changed a fucking bit. So what is it that you don't get then? Well, I still haven't learned. Well, let's keep doing it then. Because the trigger is you're going to fuck off and leave and end it. No, I'm not. I'm staying put. I'm not budging. I am not moving. But I am not changing either. Okay? So if you want to keep arguing, you argue over there and get yourself tired and frustrated and hurt and everything else and stop speaking like a child. Well, then you do that, okay? But in my challenge position, I'm going to feel good and I'm just going to do me and concentrate on me. Well, you're a selfish, arrogant prick, 3 Pisces. You're a selfish, arrogant prick. You don't never consider anybody else but yourself. But isn't that what everybody taught us to do? Yeah, that means you're masculine. What do we all feminine want? A decent guy that's masculine. What do masculines do? Think about themselves. So what do you not like about men? Right? A masculine will be a masculine and a feminine will be a feminine. If you go from feminine to masculine and you start off very vulnerable, like I did on my spiritual calling here, very vulnerable and going through God knows what else, a third party, metaphysical, physical, bam, right? Me in the past, right? turns around on you when your numerology changes. When you hit a midlife crisis, you become more stable. Okay, within numerology, it shows you more stability. Instead of using it in this direction, you use it in this direction. You learn energies that are turned around, right? So instead of leaving, stay. Okay. But like when you become masculine, if you're a feminine and you become masculine, trust me, everybody in life will say that you're an insensitive, inconsiderate prick. But they will, Libra. They'll always tell you that you're an inconsiderate arsehole prick that doesn't never pay any attention to my need. But if this person has special needs and has attention deficit disorder, and the other person has attention-seeking disorder, then Jesus Christ, are you in a Jesus? Pisces, stuck, backstabbing each other, talking shit behind each other's back, telling your parents what they did and what they don't do, telling your friends, "You all right, friend? What's going on? Oh, she's doing my head in. You all right, friend? What's he doing? Oh, he don't never listen and he don't never do anything I want him to. Oh, well, he's obviously a man, isn't he? Yeah, women, bruv. Fucking headache. They would give a paracetamol a fucking headache. You know? Right? That's the way karma works. You're in fucking hell, Libra. So, trigger is that, what I just said. The advice is, for this person, do not abandon the person that's trying to get you, abandon them. Don't do it. Don't. Stay. Okay? Stay. Now, if you're in a third party, scrub all of that, motherfucker, because that's going to be different. Should never be cheating on a husband or a wife. Okay? Should never be cheating in a relationship. If your relationship's going bad and you do meet someone new, granted, fine, right? Then you can leave Z partner for Z partner. Choose a path, not three paths. You ain't got 3 legs. You're not a fucking 3-legged camel. Okay? So, that's what we've got. Woosah, Libra, woosah. What have we done? 32. So what I would normally do is I would then go over your triggers with all of these. Drama starter, karmic bitch, the arsehole, family issues, blah, 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 right? But over on Patreon, I haven't added the trigger bit in. I've only just added it today. But over on Patreon, you get from card 1 to card 10, right? Here. And then you get but weekly based. So that will be, where are you now? Challenges for the week. Do this, don't do this. What to focus on for the week. Don't do this, do this instead. Their thoughts about this for the week. Their feelings about you for the week. What does the near future bring? Suggested approaches, do's and don'ts. What you need to know for the week. Triggers is now just been added. And the outcome at the end of the week, okay? All kind of based off do's and don'ts and the outcomes, and guidance also is what you look for, okay? But your karma is your karma. You do what you want with it, okay? It's just here. It's all set in stone anyway, right? Oh, so there you go, Libra. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure that you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and hit the bell for all notifications for when I also go live. But if you want to join Patreon for your whole weekly reading, you will need the silver or the gold tier provided below for Patreon. If you're already a patron, use your app. If you want to join the join button below, I should be channeling the deceased loved ones tonight, because it is, no, not tonight, Saturday or Sunday. Maybe tonight, I don't know. I forgot it's Friday. It's going to be Saturdays and Sundays when I channel deceased loved ones. Throughout the week and the months is when I'll do free tarot card readings for people that have joined. It's not actually free. It's $2 or $3. For that, or quid, I don't know. It's around the dollar, £3. It's about $4, I don't know, something like that. It's very cheap. Okay, for that, what you get is as many questions throughout the month as you like. When I go live, you can ask me a question, your name, what do they think, what do they feel, what's going to happen when I go to court, what's going to happen here, blah, blah, blah. Can answer all those. Then I also channel deceased loved ones when I go live on the weekends to do that. And then you get messages from your loved ones. And then I give you the story. If it really relates to you, that's your part, that's your person. Then you say, it's this is what they did, that's their name, blah, blah, blah. blah, then we channel the person, okay? It's like a seance. If you've been to one, they normally come up with a story. They say, who's relating to this name, this person, this blah, blah, blah. Me sounds very much like my person, blah, right? So that is the join button. It's different than Patreon. Okay, Libra, so thanks very much, guys. Really do appreciate it. All information is below. Smash that like button and I'll see you soon.